Hi everyone. I'm really sorry for I'm late, and I do not know how to access technology, so that was quite a hassle for me. And I'm really glad that no one joined by now, but I would be answering a few frequently asked questions anyhow, and I really hope that you guys benefit out of it. So these are the questions that I'm accessing now. These are the frequently asked questions, and by the time someone joins in, you can always contact me regarding the same, or you can always ask questions from me. Also, I'm really sorry for running late. I have been running to and fro today, so uh, that is why I'm really sorry. For current affairs are magazines of a selected coaching and newspaper enough. Newspaper is very good. You can also access the monthly magazines. They were good. However, I also did the daily portals for the same. So you can also look at the daily portals. I hope they will help as well, so you can look at those as well. So the daily portals of any coaching, the daily current affairs, if you have access to them, you can do that. That would be an added thing to your current affairs. Otherwise, if you are referring to the magazines as well as the newspaper, I think they should be enough as well. um, hi everyone. Hi, plan B क्या होना चाहिए after two attempts? So you have already if you have already sat for two attempts, you should always identify what you would like to go for. For instance, for me, the plan B was to appear for my masters, so that I can open up avenues for PhD and for sitting for net JRF as well. So that was a plan B for me. I was vouching for sitting for academics. That was what I was vouching for. However, you should listen to your calling, and maybe you'll able to find yourself. So spend like a week or two in identifying your interest. I think that should help you more. Apurv, hi. Ma'am, how did you manage your social life during preparation? Okay, this is how I manage my social life during preparation. I keep running. I keep running far and wide here and there. So even today, like I was in Delhi, and there was a lot of traffic, and I just reached home. I haven't even had water or food, so I've been running far and wide without food and water. So that's how I was able to manage everything. I mean, it's not managing, but somehow it happened. Um, all right, more. Is coaching really needed because of financial problems? If you have financial problems, I am ready to help you at a personal level, not in monetary terms, but guiding you in terms of guidance. So coaching is not very helpful if this is what you were looking for. Coaching is not very helpful. All you need to identify is your source list, and sticking to your sources is very important. Reading current affairs every day is very important. So if you stick to your strategy, then I think you don't really need coaching. So for that, you can actually look into book lists of various toppers. So I would say, for optional, you can find out who has scored well in your optional. Go through their source list, and that I think would help in terms of optional. And in terms of GS, various toppers have given their source list. For instance, Srushti ma'am has given her source list. Then Akshay Jain sir's source list is something that I particularly followed, and that has helped me greatly. So you can follow those source lists. I would also be releasing my sources very soon, so you can also follow them. Coaching is not very important. It's okay. You can skip that part. Um, okay, then you have hello. Um, how to start mains preparation? Interesting question. So mains preparation does not happen overnight. You need to begin it at an early stage. However, do not start it before like 2 to 2.5 months of preparation, because by then you are not good enough, or you haven't understood the subject enough to be able to write a good answer. So if you do that, then that would be a very false assessment of yourself. So I would suggest that you start it after 2.5 months of your preparation, or maybe 3 months of your preparation. And it goes in two stages. So basically, the first stage, you need to for the first stage, you need to just assess yourself. This is the time you don't need to look into perfection. However, you don't need to look into perfection at this stage, but you just need to assess your strengths and weaknesses. So do this till 2 months before prelims, and after prelims, then you can get into intensive process of answer writing, wherein you need to master yourself. So in two stages, I would suggest you do your answer writing. I am now first year of degree. I'm planning to give my first attempt in 2026. What should be my plan? And my plan B is MBA. Very good. I'm really impressed that you have a plan B already. That you have a plan B already planned. So it is a very good. It is a very good thing, and I see clarity in your thinking. So good luck about that. Also, you can, at this point, you can start by reading newspapers, by understanding the news. So that would be the best way to go forward with you. Also, you can start with some basic NCRTs. I think that will help you, because by the time you are there into the intensive preparation process, you would already have a basic idea of what the exam is about or what the syllabus is about. However, begin NCRTs not blindly, but after seeing the syllabus. So that is what I would recommend at this stage for you, Sandeep. All right. Thanks, ma'am, for the first question. Ma'am, not coming from a maths background troubles me in a few CSAT papers. Will it be wise to study NCRT basics, or are there any books for CSAT and all? There are various coachings that give you CSAT, that prepare you for CSAT as well. If your maths is not very good, I would suggest that you focus on your comprehension and the reasoning part firstly, and after that you move towards maths. For maths, I would strongly advise that begin with class 6, begin with the topics, class 6 CBSE or NCRT books, and begin with the topics, the contents, prepare them very well. And so go forward in that manner. I think that will help you with your maths. And moreover, I think it is Amit Garg sir whose classes are really popular. You might find a few topic wise class on YouTube as well if you're looking for that, and or you can always join his course. दीदी अभी 12th की है, फर्स्ट ईयर से ही स्टार्ट कर दूँ तैयारी, या फिर सेकेंड ईयर से करूँ और बीए ऑनर्स करूँ ये प्रोग्राम? 12th की है, अगर किसी पर्टिकुलर सब्जेक्ट में आपको इंटरेस्ट है तो आप ऑफ कोर्स ऑनर्स कर सकते हैं। और अगर आपको ये है कि मुझे सिर्फ यूपीएससी के पर्सपेक्टिव से ही पढ़ाई करनी है, तो आप बीए प्रोग्राम चूज कर सकते हैं। और अभी तो फर्स्ट ईयर है यार, मजे करो, सेकेंड ईयर से करना। Or maybe not. I mean, I am not like, if I were in your place, I would have gone with second year. So yeah. How to start means answer writing preparation? I've already answered that question. It goes in two stages. After around 3 months of your preparation, till 2 months before prelims, and then after prelims, first stage would be your assessment stage, wherein you assess your strengths and weaknesses. Second stage is the stage where you perfect yourself. So it comes in two stages. Talking about answer writing, you can begin with seeing toppers copies, try to write in pointers, try to write crisp answers. Schematics can also help, but I couldn't do that because I'm a very slow writer, and I knew if I try to incorporate schematics into my answer writing process, I would never be able to complete the paper. So you also have to identify your weaknesses there, and should tweak the strategy according to your needs. Ma'am, can you please explain how to cover environment for both pre and mains? This is a very difficult question. Talking about environment for prelims and mains, we have seen a rise in the portion of environmental studies. We have seen that, and there is no particular source that you can refer to for environment. Though many people read Shankar IAS book for environment, My friends have done that, though I haven't read that. I have read Vaishali Anand ma'am's book for environment and ecology. So you can always have a look. However, these talk about basic concepts. In order to be able to answer the questions related to environment, I think current affairs, you'll have to do very intensive current affairs practice. That is the thing that will help you in the long run. And for both pre and for prelims particularly, and for mains, I think Vaishali ma'am's book will work. Means that can work also. The programs on Rajya Sabha TV, there are various programs. I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the program, but there is a good program on Rajya Sabha TV wherein they debate about the prevailing environmental issues as well. So those are the shows that you can follow. Ma'am, how did you manage your family life? I made my family realize that I am going into this process which is very time taking, and hence would not be able to give you as much time as I should. And I'm glad my family was very understanding of the fact. Ma'am, I'm from average college and I'm not all rounded student so far. Is it going to reduce my chance in UPSC? Not at all. Please don't be discouraged by your grades so far. Uh, from here, if you are ready to commit, if you are ready to work hard, then surely you should make it. Just begin with the strategy and do not refrain from working hard. But if you lack on this part of working hard, then your chances are slim. NCRT should be preference or not depends on where you stand. Do you think you have a sense of where history comes from or what geography is? If you do, then you can pick up advanced books, and if you do not, then you can pick up NCRTs. For instance, I did not pick up NCRTs for history. For history or for society, there is an NCRT of sociology NCRT. I did not pick them up. So however, I read NCRTs of geography because my geography was particularly weak. So I needed a good ground in that. So you can always tweak that to your needs. Ma'am, can you guide me personally? I would always be conducting these live sessions. So you can always ask questions, and I would be really glad to help. However, Priya, please understand, I really want to help everyone at the personal level, and this is why I'm running far and wide. But uh, I won't be able to do so. As a human, I have limitations, and if I help you personally, I am also obligatory to help other people. So even so, that thought, and that is humanly impossible for me to cater to all your needs. So I don't think I would be able to help you beyond a point, but you can always DM me your questions. I would look into them, and then I would release a video every now and then that would take your questions into account. Definitely. Thank you. How can we take your guidance? I just answered that question. I would be conducting these live sessions very frequently, so you can always join them and ask questions, or you can also DM me your questions. Though I would not be replying to you directly on your DMs, I would be curating those questions, and in one of my talks, I would be answering those questions. Plus, I would be posting the links of all the talks that I'm engaged in, so that you people can benefit out of them. Hey ma'am, please tell us how to start for UPSC preparation for beginners. For beginners, UPSC preparation, you should always begin with your syllabus. You should not only read your syllabus, but you should also classify your syllabus, reread it, understand it thoroughly, understand the demands of the UPSC exam through the syllabus. So your syllabus is the main key. It is the first step to be preparing for this exam. And after you have understood your syllabus well, begin with the newspaper reading exercise and pick up some basic. If you think you need to correct your basics, then pick up NCRTs, and if you don't, and if you think you have a fair idea of the subject, then pick up your advanced books and start reading them. Um, Book list. I haven't got time to curate a book list as of yet, but I will definitely curate a list for you guys, and I will share it on my Instagram or on the or via other platforms as well. So I will. Don't worry, I'll share it very soon. Okay, somehow book list. All right, लबासना कब जा रहे हो मैम? आई डोंट नो वो यूपीएससी बताएगा. होपफुली अगस्त या सितंबर में होना चाहिए. uh, you went to LSR, what was your inputs from college that helped you do well in the exam? LSR has really helped shape my personality. So what I am today, I would attribute it greatly to not only the curriculum, not only the curriculum at LSR or DU, but also the environment that was provided to us. So I met very, very, very good people at LSR, very empowered women, and who have also helped me become uh, empowered to certain extent. So yes, uh, ma'am, your Telegram channel, I haven't made one, and I know I'm lagging behind here. I will definitely make one Telegram channel and will post the link again on my Instagram. So I'm yet to make one. I'm really sorry. Ma'am, having my first attempt next year, any pro tip for a newbie like me? Uh, don't panic during the exam. If the question paper is unpredictable and you are finding it difficult to answer, understand that it is as difficult for other aspirants as well. Do your best. Do not panic. There is no scope for panicking inside the room. So give your best, despite the fact that the exam is, if even if the exam is difficult. So that is all, and keep your calm, and that is all. When I joined prelims test series for 2024. 2024 is next year. So you can, if you want, you can join the test series. There you would get your a good statistics you would get there. But you can also buy those test modules which are being sold in the market. I mean, that can also do so. Depending on your preference, you can do any. And I think you should have joined it already. Yes, I mean, this is June. Yeah, like you can join it till August. It's okay till August. You can join, and then you can take baby steps. You do not need to be very good, because they also come. They also come in various phases. So uh, first there is a partial syllabus, defined syllabus, which they would be asking from, and that month current affairs. And then on by I think February they would go on with full length tests. So yes, by August you should join. Why didn't you take English as your optional? Because I love English very much. It is very dear to my heart. I'm also planning to do my masters in English at a later point, but I did not choose English as my optional because it was getting kind of repetitive. I m- Most of the syllabus of UPSC was coinciding with my graduation syllabus, and I did not want repetition in the process. I wanted to learn something new, and that's why I did not choose English as my optional. uh, current affairs, again, I would say newspaper, monthly magazines. You can also follow some daily portals of certain coachings. Daily they post around 10 news items, so that you can do make short notes about the same, because you won't be able to consolidate current material otherwise. So do all these things, and if there is time for you, there is also a T20 test which is free on Unacademy, so you can take that every day. However, if there is something new that you find in that test, please note it down, because otherwise you'll forget. Hi ma'am, I'm done security job 12 hours. Hi ma'am, I'm done security job 12 hours. Please tell me. Ayush, I'm really sorry. I'm trying to understand your questions, but I'm unable to. Could you please post the question again? Uh, I'm really, really sorry. I did not get your question. tips for beginners I have given. This video will be recorded so you can go through it again. Tips for beginners again would be go start with the syllabus. Then once you have read your syllabus, reread it, you have classified your syllabus, then pick up the either the basic books or the advanced books as per your needs. Read the content page first, understand how the content has been classified in these books. If it hasn't been classified as per your needs, reclassify that. And that's how you begin. हेलो मैम, ईयर बाय ईयर प्रीलिम्स का पेपर अनप्रिडिक्टेबल होता जा रहा है. सो इस अनप्रिडिक्टेबिलिटी को कैसे टैकल करें? वो अनप्रिडिक्टेबल है, किसी को नहीं पता. अनप्रिडिक्टेबिलिटी को कैसे टैकल किया जा सकता है? अपने हार्ड वर्क पर ध्यान दीजिए, स्ट्रेस मैनेजमेंट पर ध्यान दीजिए. एग्जाम के अंदर स्ट्रेस नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर वो अनप्रिडिक्टेबल आपके लिए है तो वो सबके लिए अनप्रिडिक्टेबल है. अगर वो डिफिकल्ट आपके लिए है तो वो सबके लिए डिफिकल्ट है. और इसी सोच के साथ अपना 100% दीजिए और आपका ज़रूर होगा अगर आप ये चीज़ें ध्यान में रखकर प्रीलिम्स एग्जाम देंगे. स्ट्रैटेजी फॉर प्रीलिम्स, करंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. इंटीग्रेटेड अप्रोच रखिए. प्रीलिम्स को स्टैंड अलोन प्रिपेयर मत कीजिए. मेंस के इंटरव्यू के साथ प्रिपेयर कीजिए. प्रीलिम्स की स्ट्रैटेजी ये है, प्रैक्टिस 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 बहुत कीजिए. हम कई बार लेज़ी हो जाते हैं. हम सोचते हैं कि हाँ, हम पढ़ने पर थोड़ा ध्यान लगाते हैं, प्रैक्टिस पर इतना ध्यान नहीं देते हैं. तो वो एक बहुत बड़ी गलती है. वो बहुत बड़ी गलती है जो मैं 2 बार कर चुकी हूँ, और वो प्लीज़ आप ना दोहराएं. Ma'am, what should be strategy for beginners and what did you do? The strategy for beginners again is go with the syllabus, treat your syllabus as your holy thing, identify your optional, make up your mind about the optional, take few weeks off, try to read the contents at least of the optional and see whether you are comfortable with the optional subject that you are choosing, because you have to give good amount of time to your optional. So be thorough with your mind that you will have to give a great amount of time to your optional. That is no choice of leaving it out. There is no choice of leaving it out. So yes, that you'll have to do. And syllabus, begin with the syllabus, I would say, and then pick up the books. What was your motivation for preparation? My motivation for preparation has been for me to clear this exam and be able to serve in whatever capacity that I can. So I want to be an asset to the society, and how can I bring a change to the society? And the best way that I could find of directly serving people, of being attached to them, was through civil services, and that has been a great motivation for preparation for me. मेंस वैल्यू एडिशन आपका होगा करंट अफेयर्स से. तो आपको उसके लिए न्यूज़पेपर्स पढ़ने पड़ेंगे, करंट अफेयर्स पढ़ने पड़ेंगे, और शायद उसी से आपका मेंस वैल्यू एडिशन होगा. उसमें जो आप एग्जाम्पल्स देखते हैं, करंट इवेंट्स देखते हैं, उन सबको अपने टॉपिक के अंदर लिखते रहिए, और उससे आपके आंसर को काफ़ी वैल्यू मिलनी चाहिए. और कुछ इजी फ्लो चार्ट की वे में आप आंसर को डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. तो ये थोड़ी क्रिएटिव वेज आप ढूंढ सकते हैं करने के लिए, तो वो आपको आपके आंसर को एक एज दे सकती हैं. मैम, हाउ टू गेट ब्लू टिक ऑन इंस्टा अर्ली? इज इट बियॉन्ड समथिंग यूपीएससी? फॉर दैट यू हैव दैट? No. I got a blue tick only after clearing the exam. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just applied for it and I got it. So what should we do? What should we do in these 3 months between preliminary and mains? The 3 months between prelims and mains, you need to work very, very hard. You need to work 10-12 hours a day. Begin with your optional, because it is a make it or break it thing in UPSC. So definitely begin with your optional. Also, when you just as you wrap up one paper, make sure to also write answers for the same. So Mains test series are extremely important. However, do not get discouraged by the remarks you get, or over encouraged by the remarks you get. You know your assessment better. Try to improve from the remarks you get, and I would say that you should get into the aggressive practice of reading your sources, the ones that you have already read. So again, reread them, revise them, and also do the practice side by side. There are around 25 to 26 tests that come within a test series, and I strongly recommend that you write all those tests. It seems impossible, but I have done that, so can you. Can you tell me that I can crack any government exam? RK Fitness, you can crack any government exam provided you work hard for it. Please suggest strategy for 3 year preparation. I mean, I have 3 years till prelims for preparation. If you have 3 years till prelims for preparation, then you can do a staged process wherein your first step again would be your seeing the syllabus. Then your second step would be reading newspapers. However, do not start making notes right away, because current affairs generally you have seen that they give one year or 1.5 year preceding prelims. If you do the current affairs only for that time period, that can help you clear the exam. But do not miss out on reading the newspaper, because that would help you understand what is happening around. So start reading for understanding purposes newspaper, and start with maybe NCRTs that would help you understand the subject better. And as you go forward, pick up advanced books. And so you can begin by giving around 4 to 6 hours at the present, and later on, after a year, you can increase it to 6 to 8 hours, and later on, when you are writing the UPSC, you can even go as far as 8 to 10 hours. Chitra, I hope you got your question answered. So yes, how you manage your lifestyle like fashion and style with UPSC? Siddhika, like this. Yes. So I don't know. I mean, as a hobby, everyone has different hobbies. So uh, mine has been more in terms of fitness. So I really work hard. I really give quite a time for my keep quite a time for my physical fitness. Every day I take 1 hour for yoga, as well as jogging, or such sort of things. So yes, I mean, this is how I have been able to maintain my fitness. And fashion is something uh, that I have a flair for. So yes, you can always manage things if you have a penchant. If you are crazy about them, and I'm crazy about both these things. Ma'am, which level of English will need in UPSC? It's okay if you have the option of writing papers in Hindi or in English as well. But if you they are not testing your English speaking skills, except for essay. So in essay you need good English, but in all other papers you can write your answers and pointers, and your matter is more important compared to your English speaking skills. And you also have an option to give your interview in Hindi if you're comfortable in it, despite you writing mains in English. So that is also the option that you can exercise if you're not comfortable with your English. Ma'am, please start a Telegram channel or a YouTube channel. Could you please give me a minute for me to put my laptop on charge? Thank you. All right. So yes, ma'am, please start a Telegram channel or a YouTube channel where you can post guidance stuff about the sources to follow and everything. Small help that goes a long way. Congratulations on the feat. Thank you so much, Soumya. Means a lot to me. and I will definitely start the channel in a few weeks, maybe till things are a little settled. What about prelims becoming very unpredictable? If it is unpredictable for you, it is unpredictable for everyone. Just don't panic during the exam. Give your exam with a cool mind. I am sure if the paper is difficult, it will also have an impact on the cutoff. So if you have been cool minded in the during the exam, definitely I think you'll be able to clear the cutoff. Name and rank. My name is Ashna Chaudhary. My rank is 116. Ma'am, guide me as well. Right now, I am in master's first year. How should I approach to papers? Should I go for NCRT books for every subject apart from domain? No, you do not need to. First of all, talking about your hmm, for every subject apart from domain, no, it's okay. If you are comfortable in a subject, for instance, you are very confident about your history, then you can skip history NCRT and directly move to the advanced book. That I think would do. And if you particularly face a difficulty with certain paper, for instance it was geography for me, then turn to NCRTs because it contains matter in very simplified form. BTech final year, how to complete PSIR optional through self study. I did not have PSIR as optional, so I'm not. I don't think I'm the right person to be answering that question. I'm really sorry. Though I studied anthropology via self study, so I can talk about anthropology. PSIR, I'm really sorry. I'm not the person. Thank you, ma'am. And I have started reading NCRT books. Can you please suggest a tip to remember what I have read? Uh, if you think you would be able to remember everything right after the first read, then you are wrong. uh, you can only remember things after subsequent readings, so revision is one key to understand to remember things, and remembering always comes from understanding. So rather than mugging things up, you need to classify things, you need to understand things. For instance, one strategy that I adopted was to divide my history chapters into thematically. So I would open up a first of all, I understood the timeline in the first reading. I understood the timeline of the history. In my second reading, I divided all those times into five themes: one political, uh, economic, administrative, social, cultural. That's how I divided, and uh, kept on adding pointers based on the chapters to these themes. So if you divide your paper into themes, then it becomes easier for you to remember, because now you're basically remembering five broad themes, and the entire chapter is being remembered via classifying it into these five broad themes. I hope that helps you, Sandeep. How to get blue tick out of scope? It's out of syllabus. Ma'am, your attempt. This was my third attempt. Ma'am, my English is not good. Is it compulsory to have an excellent English for UPSC in English medium? No, it is not important to have excellent English. It is just one paper, which is essay, wherein you need to write decent English, but your matter is what matters more. So yes, you need to work hard on your subject matter. For others, you don't even need to insert in write articles and all. You can just write in short points, and I think that can help. Uh, how did you cover current affairs for prelims, and with the growing importance of it, what would be your suggestions? So my current affairs, I used to read newspaper every day, take out short notes and crisp notes out of them, factual mostly. So I would take out those, write it in my notebook, and then revise it repeatedly. Along with this, I would also do monthly current affair magazines. I also did daily current affairs from the portal of Vajiram and Ravi is what I referred to. You can also refer to some other. And then I would give a free test on an academy, which is called T20 every day. And all these things, whatever new I kept on picking up, I would always write down in my notes so that I can, revise at the last moment. Those notes were not under the heading current affairs. Those notes were classified into GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, and sub-classification was according to what comprised in GS1. For instance, geography, history, society. So yes, that's how I classified my current affairs notes and was able to revise them easily. PSIR optional, I had anthropology as my optional. I'm really sorry. मैडम जी हिंदी में बोलो. All right, I'm sorry अगर आप लोगों को कुछ रह गया है. मैं अब हिंदी में बोलने की कोशिश करूंगी. What is her rank? My rank is 116. I am also belong from Pilkhua. Where are you? Okay, so this is what I choose not to answer. Can someone tell her rank, Ria? I scored all India rank 116. Uh, Hello. Thank you for your wishes. This was my third attempt. Uh, how did you manage your tour vacations and your studies, ma'am? Where there is will, there is a way. How to cover PSIR optional through self-study? I can give you suggestions for anthropology. PSIR, I'm really sorry, I'm not good enough. How to cover PSIR optional through self. Okay, I'm sorry. Um, जी बिल्कुल नहीं गौरी. यूपीएससी के लिए बहुत फ्लुएंट इंग्लिश की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. अगर आपकी इंग्लिश डिसेंट है तो आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. एसए के लिए आपको थोड़ा सा मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, बट उसके अलावा किसी एग्जाम में आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. बी रेस्ट अश्योर्ड. When did you start with your preparation? I started with my preparation in 2019. Ma'am, what is your qualification? I have graduated from Lady Shri Ram College. I have done BA English honors from LSR, and I have also done my masters in international relations from South Asian University. When did you start your study? In 2019. I'm 25 years old now. I have cleared the SSC exam and got a job. Now I want to start preparing for the UPSC. How can I start now? It is very, first of all, congratulations, Manzoor, for having cleared the SSC exam. I hope you're enjoying your current job as well. And if you want to prepare for UPSC, you can always start with looking at the syllabus. Then the course structure, and it should be easy for you because a lot of topics in SSC are also similar. So yes, you should I think if you have cleared SSC, then you should be able to glance through UPSC syllabus as well, and identify your own strategy. I think you would be able to clear. How to cover PSIR optional through August till August you can join the test series for prelims. I started my study in 2019. My optional was anthropology. uh, for optional, you can always again you should always begin by uh, looking into the syllabus. Then you need to pay special attention towards identifying your sources. You need to make notes in optional, because optional is very crucial in clearing this exam. So you also need to make notes for your optional, and you need to keep on revising those, as well as please keep writing, please keep practicing in case of optional. I come from Uttar Pradesh. Prelims 2024, please pay equal attention to current affairs. That is very important. Practice is the key. Do not focus on knowledge acquisition, but also knowledge testing, which comes in the form of practices. So please practice, practice, practice. You can join various mocks, and um you can also buy the test series which are available in the market or at Amazon as well. uh, my time schedule, so I will my schedule has been very different in the first year of my preparation. In the first year of my preparation, I used to spend 8 to 10 hours daily, because this is the only thing that I was doing. So I would wake up around 9 in the morning, uh, take a shower, get ready, and sit for study around 11. From 11 till about lunch, I would study, and after lunch, I would sit and start studying. 6 to 7 p.m. was demarcated for my exercise, and that's so I would take a break. Then it would be a combined tea and an exercise break. So that I used to do, and after that, again I would go back to my studies and would study till about 11, 12 at night. And after that, I had to give equal attention to my mains, so I could not follow that timetable, but every day I tried to follow up UPSC for 6 2 hours at least in a day. You can start a test series in August, by August. On my preparation strategy, I would definitely make a video. I will definitely make a video. In fact, I have a toppers talk at Vision tomorrow. So I hope I will try to cover a detailed account of my strategy there. I would also share the link with you guys so that you can benefit out of it. I'll definitely try my best there. Can we crack UPSC in 2 years if we start from zero? Definitely, you can crack UPSC in 2 years, provided how much you're committed to the exam. Okay. Um, all right. Ma'am, please. No, it's not compulsory to take coaching for UPSC preparation. In fact, I got myself enrolled into a coaching institute, but I did not continue with it after around 5 months of coaching. So you can skip coaching if you have your sources delineated and identified. Ideal schedule for CSE 2024: begin with newspaper reading, newspaper reading, reading your basic and your advanced books, and for about 3 months you need to do this, and then after that you can begin with the test series. So roughly around August, September beginning, you need to start giving tests for prelims as well as start doing your optional. So optional, you should give around 4 months, so that would be September, October, November, December. Till December you should be thorough with your optional. After that, January onwards, you can try studying for GS as well as answer writing practice for essays till about March, and then March onwards, a specific dedicated prelims preparation. Can you please मेरा डोमिसाइल उत्तर प्रदेश ही है. Ancient history, my source. Uh, I have done the first chapter of Nitin Singhania sir's book, so that I have done for art and culture. Ancient history. I have tried to compile various sources. There is no one source that I was limited to. So, ancient history, I have done a lot, and which is also difficult to tell at this moment. So, if I'll think about the same, I need time to consolidate my sources on ancient history, and I'll get back to you definitely. My strategy for anthropology has been all right. I do not want to be hiding things at this point, but anthropology I did at home, sitting at home. So for that, I referred to the source list which was shared by Akshat Jain sir. uh, I s- I stick to that source list, which I will also release, and the credit goes entirely to Akshay Jain sir. So I would also release that, and so these were the sources that I referred to, repeatedly referred to them, made notes out of them, and that's how I was able to do that. Also I tried to comprehensively cover the previous year questions in anthropology, because the trend is such that most of the questions are repeated in the subject or are asked in a different form but are asking essentially the same thing. So yes, previous year questions also help in your anthropology preparation to a great extent. How to know if you really want to do civil services or not? uh, that is something you have to figure out on your own. Maybe talk to people, maybe understand the nature of the services, read thoroughly on what each service comprise of, which is your area of interest in the services, if there is at all. What are the other options that are available to you? If not services, are they more enticing to you? So that way you can identify whether you want to do civil services or not, but ultimately at last you'll have to listen to what your heart says. Can we crack UPSC in 1.5 year? Yes, you can crack UPSC in 1.5 year. In fact, there are various people who have cracked UPSC in 1.5 year. So, or even less. There are aspirants who have even cleared the exam in 1 year. If you have enough will, and if you can give enough amount of time, and if you can work that hard, then definitely you can clear it in 1 year and a half. My time schedule I've already shared. So it has been different during the first year when I was standalone preparing for UPSC, and later stages when I was balancing it along with my masters. When I was standalone doing it, I was giving around 8 to 10 hours, and after that, when I did it standalone, it reduced to 6 to 8 hours. Uh, if you're a first year student, you can begin with newspaper reading as of now, or seeing the basic books, but do not strain yourself too much. Please, please, please enjoy your college life. And I hope I see you in the services at a later point, and make friends and enjoy to the full. जी बिल्कुल राहुल, मैं डीमोटिवेट हुई थी ड्यूरिंग जर्नी, बट वो बहुत टेम्पररी होता था। कुछ दिन मुझे बहुत डिमोटिवेटेड और बहुत ओवरवेल्म्ड फील होता था, बट उसके बाद मैं अपने आप को समझा लेती थी कि इट्स ओके। अगर आपको एक यूपीएससी जैसा एग्ज़ाम क्लियर करना है, तो आपको पेशेंस दिखाना होगा। आप इतनी मेहनत, इतना दूर आकर ये चीज़ नहीं छोड़ सकते हैं। तो आपको अपने आप को कन्विंस करना होता है, आप डिमोटिवेट भी होते हैं और फिर खड़े भी होते हैं इस जर्नी में। मेरा सिलेक्शन, इसको यूपीएससी सीएसई 2022 कहते हैं। रिजल्ट 2023 में आया है, बट एग्जाम का एग्जाम कि जो पूरा शुरू हुआ था वो लास्ट ईयर मई 2022 से मैंने एग्जाम देना शुरू किया था, जो जिसका रिजल्ट फाइनली अब आया है, तो इसको सी यूपीएससी सीएसई 2022 कहते हैं। Sandeep, I would really try to help you as much as I can, and thank you so much. I assure you that I would be conducting many more such sessions. एंशियंट हिस्ट्री के लिए युवराज मैं ट्राई करूँगी अपने मटेरियल्स कंसोलिडेट कर कर उन्हें किसी प्लेटफॉर्म पर पब्लिक करने का, और तब तक आप नितिन सिंघानिया सर की आर्ट एंड कल्चर बुक का फर्स्ट चैप्टर पढ़िए, और तब तक आप ट्रेडिशनल एंशियंट इंडिया की टेक्स्ट बुक्स पढ़िए। It's not compulsory to take coaching for UPSC preparation, not at all, not at all. Just get your sources, identify your sources, and if you have done that, you can very well prepare at home from various platforms. uh, मेरी टेस्ट सीरीज में क्या रैंक आती थी? अगर मैं प्रीलिम्स की टेस्ट सीरीज की बात करूं तो मैंने अभ्यास दिया था जो ऑल इंडिया टेस्ट सीरीज होती है विजन की, एंड उसमें मैं टॉप 92 में थी बहुत बारी। How to read newspaper? This is a very important question. So for newspaper reading, you need to identify, you need to classify your news based on the subjects that there are in UPSC, because news items outside UPSC syllabus, there are very slim chances would be asked. In mains they would not be asked. In prelims certain based on sports can be asked, but other than that, I do not think that there are questions which are outside the scope of the UPSC syllabus or the delineation of the subjects by UPSC. So yes, um, yes, you need to classify your news based on which domain does it fall to. For instance, the Raja Mandala column of the Indian Express newspaper would mostly cater to IR GS2, which is GS2, and hence you should be able to pick that up and make short notes based on this classification. So if it belongs to IR, take a register with internet, make it a register dedicated to current affairs related to international relations, and jot them down there, and make very short and crisp notes, maybe one line or two, not more than that. Did you have self doubt while preparing? A lot of times I couldn't clear my prelims at the first go, and I started doubting myself whether my decision has been right to take up UPSC or not. So it's very normal to doubt yourself. It is human. So I have doubted myself multiple times, but I have also overcome those doubts. So you can doubt yourself. It's very normal, but you also need to overcome those doubts. Yes. Yes, I used to do, yes, Manan, I used to do yoga regularly, meditation, not so much. I tried my best to continue with meditation, but yoga is something that I never missed on. So, yes, I continued doing that. Uh, did it help in concentration? Yes, it really helped in concentration. It also helped in releasing my stress that accumulated by sitting there for 10 to 12 hours a day. So it is a very, very good hobby to pursue in order to release your stress and also give your body a break. So your body and mind a break. So yes, you can pursue them, and I'm sure you'll see wonderful, wonderful impact. घर पे या लाइब्रेरी कहाँ पढ़ती थी? मैंने कोई लाइब्रेरी जॉइन नहीं की, मैं मोस्टली घर पर ही पढ़ाई करती थी। Ma'am, is anthropology best for optional subject or any other? That, Umar, you'll have to identify yourself. I'm really sorry, I cannot help you here. Anthropology is broadly a study of humans. It comprises of four verticals, one being biological anthropology, another being sociocultural anthropology, then you have linguistic anthropology and archaeology as well. So if you have interest in all these streams, then definitely anthropology would interest you. And if you do not find these things interesting, then I think you should choose another optional. So it is based on your preference. So clearly based on your preference. However, choose that subject which is of your interest, because you'll have to sit with it for around 12 to 13 hours. There will come a time you'll be sitting for 12 to 13 hours for your optional, and if you choose a subject that interests you, it would be easier to do so. For any optional, you need to give good around 4.5 months. So you can always start in September and complete it by December, at least one time. How to choose optional? One, your interest comes in. Two, you need to see the previous year questions of the same and how difficult or how easy they have been. Also, you should see how scoring that subject is based on the previous year trends. So these are the three broad things that you need to keep in mind while choosing your optional. The reason behind me choosing anthropology has been that I was introduced to the subject via my research on globalization and theater, and from then on, after seeing the contents of the subject, it seemed new to me. It seemed unstudied to me, something new I would get to know from this, and very, very interesting and engaging. And that's why I ended up choosing anthropology. I did not, I mean, that is all. I went with my gut feelings. I did not think so much. But that really worked into it. And I knew whatever I choose, I will give my 100%. And after I gave my 100%, I was able to score well in anthropology. So, all right. Maximum time for reading ncrt, it depends, it varies from person to person, so it's very subjective. uh, I don't think I can answer that question. Pre 2023 was hard. How to proceed? It was hard for everyone. Just keep working hard, keep your calm, try to answer as many questions as you can. Identify the questions where you can guess comfortably. do it. Sometimes it is very important for you to make a certain guess. So yes, do that. And the most important thing is to keep your calm. If the paper was hard, the cutoff, it will definitely have an impact on cutoff, and you need to understand this. Can I crack UPSC if I start preparing for it from my graduation? You can crack UPSC, you can definitely crack UPSC, but what matters is how much you work hard, in which direction you work hard, are you motivated enough? If all these things work in your favor, then definitely you can crack UPSC. How to do answer writing practice? Join a test series. That is the best way of doing it, because you, not only you, and try to write your tests on time the day they are released. If you start doing that, then there would be a, it would be a disciplined process of answer writing. And do it in two stages. First stage, the assessment stage. Second stage, which is after prelims, intensive and aggressive answer writing. First stage, you have already identified your strengths and weaknesses, and second stage, you rectify them. The books of GS3 and GS4. I'll begin with answering your question on GS4. GS4 case studies. You can go by what is asked in the question. You can go by toppers copies as well and see how they have answered those questions on case studies. So toppers copies and their approach, their rationale for giving an answer on a case study should help you. And talking about the theoretical part, it you can always follow S Ansari sir's videos. They are very, very good, but supplement it with the current affairs or the examples, and those you'll have to identify. So maybe pick them on from pick them up from newspaper, or um, from some other source, or from any of the other GS papers. So that should help in terms of ethics. One, for theory part, S Ansari sir's videos, supplementing them with current affairs or examples, and for case studies, you can refer to toppers copies. For GS3, um, economy. For economy, I think you would need to look at take out various data points from your budget and economic survey. Do editorials thoroughly. Uh, I pers- I looked into the notes of one of my friends who took coaching at Wajiram and Ravi. So their economics notes was what I prepared from. So you can always look into that. So you'll need to identify your own sources for that. As a first year student, you can begin by looking at your studies. You should not compromise your graduation. Focus on your graduation. At the same time, you can begin with baby steps such as reading newspaper every day. uh, However, note making at this point from the newspaper is not very important, because that should be done 1.5 years prior to your exam. But you would have a sense of what is happening around you. And you can also begin by reading some basic books such as NCRTs. The book list, Sujoy, I would really like to help you here. So don't worry, I will share my book list with all of you. I will try to identify very good sources and curate them for all of you, and I would share them um, on some social media platform for sure. My Instagram, I would really try to share them, or I'll create a Telegram channel for the same purpose. Don't worry, you'll get my book list by the end of this month. And even if I refer to sources which are not good enough, I'll make sure I'll find very good sources for you guys to refer to. You should make notes side by side while studying optional, because then you can save lots of your efforts in revising it later on. So if you only study optional at this point and not make notes, then you'll have to refer to the same material again and read the entire thing again. So if you want to save yourself that pain, then start making notes from the beginning itself. Don't worry, Sujoy. I'll definitely be identifying the right sources for you. Uh, कोई मैक्सिमम टाइम नहीं है एनसीईआरटी पढ़ने का, वो पर्सन टू पर्सन वेरी करता है, आपको अपना टाइम आइडेंटिफाई करना होगा। मैंने 6 से 8 घंटे भी पढ़ा है, मैंने 8 से 10 घंटे भी पढ़ा है, और मैंने 12 से 13 घंटे भी पढ़ा है, डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हाट माय नीड्स आर। All right, guys, there are a lot of questions, lots and lots of questions. And I'm really sorry. It's time now. It's been 1 hour 5 minutes since we're doing this. So I hope I have answered a lot of questions of yours. And Raj Singh Chauhan says he's 27 years old. Can he start the preparation now? Yes, definitely you can start the preparation now. But I would really advise that you be ready to give in your hard work and be ready to give it your all. Current Affairs magazine, I referred Vision IS for the same. All right. I have tried my best to answer your questions. One more last question on essay writing. So, for essay, one tip is that do not follow the same flow in both the essays. Please make them different, so that the examiner reading your essays is not seeing a repetition of your writing style, but sees a different thing. So do not follow the entire same sequences or entire same structure in both the essays. Make your structure for both the essays different. You do not need to study anything alag se for essays. You can refer to the material that you have already read for GS1, GS2, GS3, or GS4 and GS4. So that material will help consolidate it. Try to incorporate as many examples, as many real life situations as you can. Though the topics are philosophical, does not mean you would go into philosophy entirely. And yes, you need to write answers which are practical, supplement them with examples, make a good flow. And I think that would be sufficient for essay writing. Moreover, you can begin by writing essays, and you would get more feedback in case you pursue some test series. um, जी बिल्कुल, मैं हिंदी में बोल सकती हूँ। इनफैक्ट मैंने बहुत सारे इंटरव्यूज़ हिंदी में ही दिए हैं, और उन इंटरव्यूज़ के लिंक्स मैं आपके साथ टाइम टू टाइम शेयर करती रहती हूँ। मैं टेलीग्राम पर भी एक चैनल बनाऊँगी, जिसमें मैं ये सारे लिंक्स एक साथ आपको पेस्ट कर दे दूँगी, जिनमें मैंने हिंदी में इंटरव्यूज़ दिए हैं। आई रियली होप कि आप उन इंटरव्यूज़ से कुछ फ़ायदा उठा सकें, आपको वो इंटरव्यूज़ हेल्प करें आपकी प्रिपरेशन प्रोसेस में। और बिल्कुल मैं हिंदी में नेक्स्ट टाइम मैं हिंदी में ही मेजरली ट्राई करूँगी कि मैं आपके इश्यूज़ को एड्रेस करूँ। All right, guys, I'm really sorry for the questions that are left out. They are left out for the next session. And uh, bye. It was great interacting with you. I really hope I be of some help to you. And thank you.